Hello, I'm James Foxall, President and CEO of Tigerpaw Software. I'm very excited to be introducing another video from Tony in training on another feature designed to help you run a better business and sleep better at night. Today's topic is our workflow engine. Our workflow engine is incredibly powerful. The things that it can do for you and in place of human beings is unbelievable. And our philosophy isn't about getting rid of staff. In fact, we've added tremendously to our staff this year in an effort to create more products and to better serve you. But what we like to talk about is automating out pieces that the software can do for a human being so that you can use your human beings, your best assets, for the things that they're best suited to, things computers can't do. And so it's really about shifting your resources and getting a lot more done with the same staff that you have today. So this one is important. A lot of people don't realize the detail you can get to and how much control you can have over it. So I encourage you to watch this with Tony. Take advantage of the training resources that are yours and part of your Tigerpaw One package. There's nothing you've got to buy or pay for. And I would highly encourage you to leverage the workflow engine in Tigerpaw to help you run a better business and sleep better at night. And again, thank you for being a Tigerpaw customer.
Thank you, James. The workflow engine is one of Tigerpaw's core automation pieces, based on events that occur within the system, like records being created or the status of records being changed, invoice payments not being received on time, service orders not being opened according to an SLA, and much more, can initiate notifications and even changes to the database automatically. In this video, I will introduce you to creating email templates using tokens to distribute the most important information, setting up workflow parameters or actions in Tigerpaw that will trigger a workflow, having a workflow update Tigerpaw, and communicating with workflows by sending emails and in Tigerpaw pop-up notifications. Follow me to Tigerpaw, where I will tour the power of workflows. In Tigerpaw, everything related to workflows is configured in the master tables. I will click Edit from the menu and select Master Tables. The table maintenance window opens. Since a big part of workflows is automating communication via emails, we need the email category of the master tables. I will click the plus node here to expand the email category. I will then expand email templates and highlight all templates. Tigerpaw ships with a lot of important email templates already created. These are denoted by the TSI Apex prefix. These are a fantastic starting point for anyone interested in customizing their own workflow emails. I will open the TSI Apex Service New Service Order Notice for Technician email template to show you what an email template is capable of. The email template opens. All the text in this email template surrounded by the word token in brackets will automatically bring the identified piece of information into the email from the Tigerpaw database. Tigerpaw has many tokens available, and they can be reviewed by clicking the Email Tokens icon here. Tokens are organized by category, selectable from this dropdown. Simply double-click on a token to bring it into the email. The idea here is that one can dynamically pull information from Tigerpaw's database into the email, providing information that enables an employee to act. Once done with formatting, click Save and Exit to return to table maintenance. With the email message configured, let's take a tour of a Tigerpaw workflow definition. Scroll down to the bottom of the table maintenance category pane and expand the workflow category here. Then highlight workflow event definitions. Like email templates, Tigerpaw ships with common workflows already set up. These are denoted by TSI Apex in the prefix as well. It's important to note that a lot of these are not set up to email anybody initially, but can easily be edited to do so. Let's say I want to notify my service department automatically when an approved quote is converted to a service order, saving me the trouble of having to manually communicate this information. We have a pre-built workflow already in place for this event. It's called TSI Apex Quote Converted to Service Order. I will double-click on it to open the Workflow Event Definition window. This window is separated into 6 tabs. The first tab is the Parameters tab. This is where you configure the logic behind the notification. After giving the workflow a name, you would select an event type. Tigerpaw ships with a lot of event types, or triggers. Click the drop-down to view them all. In this case, this workflow is triggered when a quote is converted to a service order. Some event types, like document created or status change, require a document type. What record is the status changing on? And the status change from and to conditions to be specified. This event type does not need this information, so these fields are inactive. I am free to further customize this notification through workflow conditions. Nearly all Tigerpaw fields are available for conditions. This is helpful when I need to notify a different group if certain criteria are present. Say, if I wanted to notify a different group of individuals depending on the type of quote that's being converted. The amount of granularity available to trigger automated notifications in Tigerpaw is truly astounding. Once the parameters are set, I can move to the Changes tab. Here, a workflow can change data in Tigerpaw automatically. If I wanted this workflow to automatically change an account from prospect to customer, I could set that here. I can also make changes to service orders based on the parameters selected, or even schedule activities and campaigns automatically. Now that I know what will trigger this notification, the parameters of this workflow, and what changes, if any, it will initiate in Tigerpaw, it's time to identify who will receive the notifications. This is done on the remaining 4 tabs. The Dynamic Recipients tab allows me to notify an employee listed in Tigerpaw, like the primary rep on an account or a rep listed on a quote. I can have it initiate an in-application pop-up and/or an email using an email template. The Static Recipients tab allows for the direct assignment of a notification and/or email, and the Recipients Group tab allows me to notify a group of assigned employees. This is especially helpful even if there is just a single rep in a group, because you can easily switch groups and thus switch who gets the notifications. Let's say I want the service coordinator to be notified. I would click the ellipsis here and enter a notification text like SO created, please schedule. And then I can click the ellipsis here to specify an email template. I will choose the TSI Apex Service New Service Order Notice for Technician template. Lastly, the External Recipients tab allows only for a notification to be sent via email to customers. Beside Contact on SO, I will click the Choose Email Template icon here and select TSI Apex Service New Service Order Customer Notice. Now the customer will be made aware a service order has been created without any intervention required by any of my employees. Once I'm happy with this workflow, I will click OK to save and close the Workflow Event Definition window. This workflow is now ready to go. Effective use of workflows can save your organization time and money. And this is just the tip of the iceberg regarding the power of workflows. Please take course T011, Automating Communications in the Academy, and make sure to review the content within the Workflow Notification category of the Training Library page on the Academy.